I'm regarded as Pastor Dexter's first adopted son. And I don't say she's the first adopted daughter because I know Pastor D had a lot of daughters before before her, right? And I heard God clearly when God said to me to submit to Him. And I went to Him to say, Pastor D, I want to be one of your mentees. And I was like, I don't mentor people, I make them friends. And he gave me the opportunity to come and be with Him. And ever since then, my life has transformed. One thing Pastor D has taught me as his son is to love people and be very intentional about their growth.
Honestly, to be very fair, the first time I saw Pastor D's picture and Ebenezer told me about him, I was scared of him, or he looked so serious. And then I remember that Ebenezer just joined me on a WhatsApp call with him and Mama, and I'm just like, what? This guy not be the Pastor D.
Every single decision, whether critical or not critical decisions of my life, I have asked Pastor D on every single. Alright, it's been like how many years? I can't even count to talk about Pastor D. Before I go into this, this is my beloved wife. I love her so much. Her name is Annie. And I became very close to Annie while I was serving Pastor Dexter. I'm regarded as Pastor Dexter's first adopted son. And I don't say she's the first adopted daughter because I know Pastor D had a lot of daughters before her, right? But I met Pastor D in 2017. He gave a message or a teaching during one of the midweek services. I fell in love with him, and I heard God clearly when God said to me to submit to Him. And I went to him to say, Pastor D, I want to be one of your mentees. And I was like, I don't mentor people, I make them friends. And he gave me the opportunity to come and be with him. And ever since then, my life has transformed. I love Pastor D so much. Anybody who knows me know that I celebrate Pastor D constantly, and not just because of my nature to celebrate people, but because I am too intentional about the love, the care that has come from Pastor Dexter to me and my beloved wife.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I met Pastor D in 2019, physically. No, that was 2020. But I started talking to him, I think, in 2019. I started dating Eben in 2018, and obviously, he loves Pastor D so much and introduced me to him. And then, when the relationship progressed, we have traveled to Asaba, and then I met Pastor D fully. Pastor D is super amazing. He has been a father, a friend. He's just an amazing person. And I think we became closer when we got married. It's always a joy having Pastor D. I love Pastor D so much, and I'm so grateful for him. And I'm just so grateful that Eben, knows him. And then I know Pastor D.
Yeah. Right, amazing. So one very big thing I love about Dexters is, I know one thing I love about us, the Dexters, is how much we are very intentional about the things of God, and not just the things of God, very intentional about the growth of people. One thing Pastor D has taught me as his son is to love people and be very intentional about their growth. And I believe you must have seen a lot of videos, you hear a lot of comments from people, how Pastor D has impacted their life, how Pastor D has been a father, a mentor, a boss, and all of it over their lives. And you can see it again and again. And that is one thing he has taught me. He has taught me to be very intentional about the growth of people, and also very intentional about the love I have for God. I love Pastor D deeply. I love his wife. I love his kids. I love my brothers. They're like, it's one big family. Pastor D is the only person who gives me the headache, like a father would give to a son, or a senior brother would give to a junior brother. Like, and he's somebody I can go to any extent for. He knows that. And one thing I also love about him is he doesn't take that for granted. I love him so much. I'm happy he's turning big 40. I know that all the things we have prayed for, all the things we have wished for, all the things we have dreamed about his 40 and the other years to come, God is going to perfect it. I want to say a very big thank you to Pastor Dexter again. Thank you for being so intentional about my life. Every single decision, whether critical or not critical decisions of my life, I have asked Pastor D on every single, even when I wanted to get married, when I wanted to start talking about my promotion in my place of work, every single thing Pastor D has been, to the point when I wanted to buy my first car, my second car, Pastor D was in the whole decision. To the point, if I want to buy a phone for myself, Pastor D has to know. Thank you so much, Pastor D, for loving me, for loving my wife. Thank you so much to Mama as well, for being so intentional about us as well. You've been a very supportive wife. I know everything about the family to a large extent, and I've seen how much you've traded off so many things just to kick in with Pastor D in his ministry, to do a lot for him. I love the union. I love the energy you guys bring. I love the kids. I love all of you. Thank you so much for also being very intentional about us again, Mama, and we sincerely appreciate you, babe.
I mean, I think you said it all. Yeah, thank you to Pastor D, thank you to Mama, for your love and for accepting me and loving me. And I think this is particularly for Pastor D, right? So yeah, Pastor D, I think one thing that I would say is, honestly, to be very fair, the first time I saw Pastor D's picture and Ebenezer told me about him, I was scared of him, or he looked so serious. And then I remember that Ebenezer just joined me on a WhatsApp call with him and Mama, and I'm just like, what? This guy not really Pastor D. And then when he started coming to Lagos, like, it's just, Pastor D is such a joy. We have like very, very good conversations. Pastor D is very intelligent. Pastor D speaks a lot of English. If your vocabulary is not up to date, you just be like, but Pastor D is very intelligent, and he loves God. So he's just someone to be around with. Just trying to, whatever you're trying to do in life, he always has a good advice for you every step of the way. So Pastor D, we love you so much. We're so grateful for you. Pray that this year will be the year of years for you, and
Amen.
You're going to expand on every side, and you'll be known all around the world for the gifts God has put in you. We love you.
Yes, Pastor D, thank you so much. Thank you for all the days you spent dragging me to so many places you wanted us to visit in Asaba. Every single time you wanted to go somewhere, he always wants me to join him. And each time he's dropping a word for me. He's dropping something that would encourage me, would stir up my spirit for being successful or to become successful and all of it. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you also for what you are doing in the place of God, and what you're doing through the ministry God has placed in you. Thank you so much, and we love you dearly from our hearts. So much, Pastor D. So much, so much, so much. Obeni, we love you so much. Thank you so much, Pastor D, and have a great 40 years and above and beyond. Amen.